What's up, YouTube and my hard clan? I'm back from my vacation. I'm sure you guys probably seen some of my little shirts. So I'm back out here in the manor. And as you can see, it's a little bit of a cluster. But I did manage to get the bathroom area cleared out. So this is where the shower is going to be, like I've said over 100 times in many of my other videos. The installation, this is going to have to come out so that I can run the PEX pipe. This is the other side. This is where the toilet is going to be. As I showed you guys before, I have the areas marked where pretty much where everything's going to go. Toilet here, sink most likely right here, right there, and shower here. So this area is now cleared out. I'm going to start working on this. I haven't did my sketch out yet. Been very busy. Job has been consuming a lot of my time, so I haven't really taken the time. I'm not gonna say I didn't have the time. I haven't taken the time, because you can make time when you want to make time. So I haven't made the time to do my sketch out. Where is it? In the book here, sorry, that I told you guys. This is my book. So I haven't yet did the sketch out. I gotta take some measurements, which I'm most likely gonna do right now, so that I can put in here. And this is the pages in the book, so that I could put it in here, so I have an idea of, like, when I'm buying things, how much I need of it and all of those sort of things. So right here you put room measurements, and I gotta figure out, I already have the flooring, so the flooring is right here, so I'm gonna just continue with the same flooring that I already have down. It's heavy, so it's gonna be this. And I did get this from Amazon. So, it's going to be that. And for the flooring, the tiling, not really sure about for as the shower is concerned. I believe I am going to do tile instead of like that plastic plexi or whatever it is. I'm not sure the material, what it is, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But then again, I might change my mind. So I'm going to do tile. So I'm going to need to figure out what sort of tile I'm going to get. It's not going to be anything too modern, because we want to keep with the theme of the Victorian kind of New Orleans, sort of theme. So we don't want to put anything too modern in the shower, okay? So might do like some sort of like subway tile, which is just white tile. Maybe add a little black into there or something like that. That's kind of like what I'm brainstorming over. The toilet, we already have the toilet. The sink, I haven't got the sink yet. I'm still playing with the idea of what sort of sink that I'm going to put in there and how much room I'm going to have to accommodate a sink in there. So that might be a yay or a nay. So what that means is I might put a sink in there depending on the functionality in there, or if it's too small and I need more space for the shower, which I shouldn't, then we might opt out of not adding a sink. But I can't see why I wouldn't be able to, even if it's just like a hovering sink in this area, because this is going to be all shower. And as you can see, I'm going to stand in this area so you can kind of get an idea of just how big this space is. Let me lower the camera some. So, yeah. So, this is me in the space. So, it's a pretty good space. So, you can kind of do like this. It's pretty good space. Is enough to, and then the height of it is pretty much 8 feet. So even a tall person wouldn't have any trouble in here. For the shower, I'm gonna try to put the shower head up as high as I could possibly get it. I did consider maybe doing a rainfall. I don't know. I've seen some vintage sort of hardware for like the knobs and the shower thing on Amazon, so I'm probably gonna go with that if I can't get it from Amazon, because I did see certain ones where you're like, oh, they won't ship. I live in California. We can't ship this product to California. There's other sources to get what I want. But anyway, so that hardware basically goes up, the piping comes out, and it has like some sort of rain faucet thing. So I'm more than likely going to do that. So it's just a matter of figuring out how to hook everything up. So I might just add that to the book here, as a reminder of that's the hardware we're going to use in there. Let's see what else. Yeah, so the shower head and stuff like that, the sink, I'm still trying to figure that out. Toilet we already have, flooring we already have. What I'm gonna use for the wall, I might use the wallpaper that I used here. I just know that when I do put it up, I'm going to have to put some sort of adhesive behind it so that I assure that it sticks, or I might just paint it. I'm not sure yet. But I did get some rain, Jesus Christ, my brain. The rainwater, what do you call these things? Tanks. They're not really tanks, but I'm gonna show you in just a second which ones I got. And I got them like a couple months ago, so it's just been sitting. I'm not sure if I told you guys about them or not, but we're gonna open them up today. Today it is raining, so it'll be a perfect day to actually set it up. So yep, we're gonna take a look at this. Hopefully I can get some use out of it and it's not gonna go to waste, or I have to buy something else. I did get them when they were on sale, so that's good. So even if I can't use it, I don't know what is wrong with this drawer. It's like it just, sometimes it just gets stuck. There you go. I think there's like a little button underneath that you have to push, you know, to slide out. Okay. So this is the hardware for it. Not sure what these little tags are for. These look like maybe filters or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. So here it is. It looks like it already comes with some sort of piping. So we have 6 of those there. And I'll open up the instructions to see what all this stuff is for. Okay. They have it tied down, so I have to untie it. Okay. All right, so okay, so it's short. The tank is short. Let's see. Let's expand it out. Okay, it holds a lot of water though. Okay, let me expand it out before I show you guys. And you gotta remember, I got 2 of these. So one may have been enough. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. And excuse the clutter in here, because this was all the stuff that was in the bathroom area. So that's why it looks like that. Okay, so here's the tank. Here's the inside of the tank, right? and I stretched it out as much as I could. And so it's pretty wide. And I got 2 of these because I wasn't really sure just how big it was going to be. So, and then it looks like you have a hole here so that you can run something through it, not really sure what. And then it has this spout right here. So I guess you could either drain it or whatever. And then right here, I guess you put the piping right there maybe, or no, it's actually a hose, so maybe you could suck the water out through here. And it's 41.5, no, I'm lying, 52.3 gallons. That's how much, how many gallons it holds. So this part, you just zip it up. And it says it's real durable. So, let's see. No, don't go well. Okay. So you just zip it up. I'm sorry, you guys. You know, I am working on that to get a little better. So it was worse. That's why I haven't really been on, is because my asthma and stuff, my respiratory system has been all jacked, and I did not want to get on here coughing and all that extra stuff. So that's part of the reason why I haven't like really been on. So okay, so at the bottom here looks like we have another spout. I'm gonna assume that maybe you hook up a water hose in there. You put a water hose or something in there, because it looks like the twining. Maybe you could, or maybe not. I don't know. And then on top here has this vent, so I guess for the water to fall in. So we got to get this figured out, because I need to set this out so they can start collecting some water, since it's raining. And I think it's going to be raining for a couple of days, I think. Okay, so here's the instructions. This is the brand, Vector. This is what it looks like when it's, don't look crappy like pie right now. So this is what it looks like. Let me put there. Okay. So, and again, I got this from Amazon. Okay, so it basically, let's see, Lotus base. Okay, so it looks like you put the rods, these rods. I don't see where you, because I guess it's supposed to be a stand, right? So you're supposed to slide the rods. I don't see a pocket to slide these rods, because right now it's kind of crappy standing. So oh, I see now. So it's right here. So I guess what you do is, this is what it looks like. So I don't want you guys to know what I'm doing. So you're like, what the heck? What is she doing? So that's what these are for. I do it every time, don't I? That's what, okay. That's what these are for. The little feet. Hold on, let me collect all this stuff that I do it every time. Every time I'm trying to show you guys something, I end up dropping stuff. I drop stuff every time. Okay, so you put it, just put it. What the heck? Are they all the same size? Let me see. Maybe there's 2 of them are bigger than. What the heck? And y'all see me struggling with this, right? And I'm about to drop it again. This is crazy. Okay. Okay, so there it is. Why did it make you out of struggle with it? That's wow. Okay. So then where's that pocket? So these, I'm probably not gonna hold y'all on here while I set this whole thing up. That's gonna be a little boring. But just to give y'all an idea of what it looks like. So this, and then we just put it right there. Well, maybe I will. I don't think it'll take that long. It's just a matter of popping the legs on. Popping the legs on. And that's it. Okay. Okay, because the way I was doing it was not happening. Is this another pocket? Yep. I don't know why I wasn't seeing it before. And I would say this thing is probably really is durable. The texture, the material of it reminds me of like the pool lining, the above ground pool linings. I don't know if any of you know what that material is like, but this is like what it reminds me of. It's a pool lining. So with that, you know, that's pretty tough. If that's the sort of material that they've made it out of, is like pool lining, which I don't know the name of it, sorry, but that's the way I could describe it. I'm ruining my floor, these. Okay, so you put one right here. That seems like, okay, no, that's not close together. Listen, I did go on vacation. I went to Willow Creek, and I swear it was absolutely beautiful up there. Very majestic. We drove, so we got to take in a lot of scenery. Seen a bobcat. Got there, deers on the side of the road. At night, I stayed in a cabin, so at night you can hear all the, you know, the little animals and stuff. Right? There was a bullfrog, I think, that got on the deck in the middle of the night. It's very loud. I don't know if you guys know what a bullfrog sounds like, but they are very, very loud. Bullfrogs are big and they're very loud. So listen to that till almost the wee hours of the morning. And then, you know, Willow Creek is kind of Bigfoot country, so yeah. And I swear to God, that's just between me and y'all. I can swear in the middle of the night, I heard a roar. I heard a roar out there. I'm like, and I literally sat up. So I'm like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? Okay. Voila. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. Was there one more I need to put on? Yep. I got one more leg to put on. And then, let's see. Oops. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, so I heard a roar. And I'm like, what the hell was that? No, there's nothing else here because I asked the fam, I'm like, are there any wolves up here? Or, you know, there hasn't been any wolf sightings. So, yeah. It was just a little strange. Just a little strange. I wasn't scared, but it's just, you know, not something you're used to hearing, you know. Oh, I'm about to knock you guys over. We can't have that. So let me tilt you down so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right. So we have all the legs on, at least I think we do. No, we don't. Yep, one more. And like I said, I have 2 of these. So I got this one and another one to assemble. But I'm thinking 1 is probably enough for what the use I need it for. But then, I guess it wouldn't be too bad to set up both of them, just to assure that there's enough water. You know what I mean? Hold on. But I'm sure that like 1 would be efficient enough for what we need it for. And then I'm gonna pull it back so you guys can kind of see what it looks like set up here. Now that we have it where you can kind of see it a little better. There. That's what it looks like. A little dirty. Okay, so I'm sure this is probably to drain it or whatever. You probably hook something up here to fill it up or whatever. Not really sure. I gotta really look over the instructions and see what's what. And then right here, of course, you know, the water is gonna go in. So I'm probably gonna set this in the back. I think I showed you guys where I was gonna pretty much set it up, which will be just right on the other side of this wall, because this is where everything is going to be running from. I did get a box to put the generator, because I am going to have a generator back there, but I'm not even sure if the box is big enough to for the generator, because the generator is kind of big, and I think the box that I got is a little too small. Let me see if it's out here. So I might have to use that box for something else.
I'm gonna walk on.
Okay.
Get the
Listen.
what is your problem?
Excuse me, sir. This is the box. Oh, my drywall was breaking. So, yeah. And then there's this thing right here, so I'm gonna assume that this is where maybe you siphon the water from. So, of course, I'm gonna have something running through here to pump the water, of course. So I'll have to figure out how to hook that up. I'll probably YouTube it like I do everything. Cause we're gonna learn how to do stuff if we don't know how to do it. We come to YouTube, right? This is the learning channel, okay? We come to YouTube. We come to YouTube to learn things. We come to YouTube to, you know, see other places we never been. I mean, we come to YouTube for a lot of reasons. But yeah, so I'm not sure what these little tags are for. It looks like they gave me a patch too. Give me 2 patches in here. So I got 2 patches. Is that a patch or is that to go over the top? Maybe to put over the top. I don't know. Again, like I said, I gotta read the instructions. Then we have this. Maybe that's to put your extensions on. I'm not really sure what these are for. Why they added these in there. So, And then this is to basically you put a wrap around the piping to, you know, for the leaks, to make sure that you don't have any leaks. I forget what they call that. And then we have all these extra little things in here, which will probably be very useful. You know, little pieces and stuff like this at the hardware store is very expensive. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, really? And then I'm not really sure, oh my goodness, okay, what these little things are for. Guess I'll figure that out. I'm not really sure what those are for, but yeah. So I think I'm sure these are patches, or maybe you just sit it on the top so that if you're done collecting rainwater, I have no idea. You have to read the instructions, or maybe somebody else on here on YouTube has purchased one of these, and I can check out their video to see exactly how they set it up, which I think that's more than likely what I need to do, you know. But yeah, so yeah, I don't want to hold you guys any longer. I just want to check in with you guys, let you know I'm still here. And I'm back from my vacation. I'm trying to get a little bit better with my respiratory and stuff like that. I don't want to be on here coughing and doing that sort of thing, because it does get a little annoying after a while, I know. But I'm gonna try to I might have to change my schedule at work so that I can come out here during the day. I work in the afternoon until night. And so that doesn't give me time to come out here and work and give the time that it needs to get work done out here. So this is the last project. Oh, and then up here, I need to still paint up here, close up that gap, still do the door for the bathroom, which right now that's not an immediate, it's not a must have right now, because I still have to work in here. So I don't need to put up a door right here right now. The loft still need a bed and all of that jazz. Yeah, but pretty much once I get this done and wrapped up, it's finished. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my progress in here. Maybe make shorts so that you can see when I don't do long form videos. I like to do shorts so that you guys at least know that I'm still on the platform. And then the book is on Amazon for the people that are working on tiny home builds, and it's good for any alternative living situation. It's good for that, to keep up with all your stuff. And it's on Amazon, and this is the name of it. Okay? So go check out this book, and I'll see you guys in the next one.